All right. What is going on, everyone? There was the bell, the SPY. Not moving too much today. It dropped off this morning, but bounced right back up and is now extremely slow. Hope we're all having a good morning, though. Hopefully you're not too crazy with the short-term plays today. Looks like things haven't moved very much. Probably a theta day. We're seeing a lot of time decay come into play. Tessie sold off under 330 this morning, but again, bounced right back up and ended up holding it now as key support. So not terrible. Not too bad. Little Tesla action. Go check Bank of America, Boeing. Good morning, though. Toby, Robert, TX, Dollar, Robert, Steve, Adventure, Autumn, Chase, Tangy, Black Flower, Hunter F, Mr. Wu, Jake, Robert Vera. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to the lurkers, anyone I missed as well. Boeing, nice pop back. 201.40 though. Watching it in the short term, and just watching a lot of stocks in the short term, even like Nvidia or AMD. Looks like TradingView is doing a little lag today. Nvidia, though, trying to hold 130 to 132. This is going to be a big area for Nvidia to hold. If we zoom out over the past few trading days, we can see this recent low right around that 130 mark. If we end up breaking under that, that will be a pretty brutal sign, in my opinion. So hopefully we don't see the 130 breakdown happen. Hims pulling out / back, Jake said. HIMS. Hims. Not bad. Hims and Hers Health. It's actually trying to hold this 52.75 support, which I like. That's why I said not bad. It does seem like support's trying to hold up fairly well. We'll see if it holds or not. I mean, it's a big level. It's tested it 3 times pretty much this morning, so. Damn, Jake says they have puts at 53. Yeah, this is a big support. I mean, if it breaks down, though, Jake, your puts are going to be looking great. Let me zoom out a little bit. I do lean more down overall than up on Hims, but of course it, you know, it had that after hours move last night and made it a little harder. Looks like it's a big red candle here. I would say your puts are pretty much cooked if it rises back above like 55.30. Somewhere around there. That would be pretty brutal for you. Oh, you have sold puts. Oh, okay. You shorted puts. I see. I thought you meant you were trading it down. Yeah. 53 might be a little high. Go check Palantir, PLTR. Nice wick up to 124. Very weird wick. Look at this Palantir action. Straight up and back down. Nvidia with a pretty bad sell. 132 we're still watching for. A lot of weird PA today. Let's go check AMD, Advanced Money Destroyer. Serve Robotics leads the watch list, up over 12%. Holding above $10 really well. Broke above the high of this week, actually. And recent highs, of course. Checking on Serve. Big support down here around $5 to $6. $6.50. SERV. Very nice green candles here. A lot of good days recently for Serve Robotics. The daily chart looks very strong on this one. Very, very strong. Ray said, I told you guys, every day I watch Serve just rocket up and open. It really has been, Ray. I gotta give you some credit there. About to print in... A what? It said UVXY, lots of volume. I'm lost there, though, Tangy. A lot of up and down PA. Go check on MicroStrategy. How about Bitcoin? Nice. It's interesting to see Bitcoin up around 111,000. What the hell? Hold up. My screenshot tool crashed. Now that's weird. Right back up. I know you guys love Bitcoin, though, around 112,000. Pretty insane to see. BTC holding up most of the green on your account, Jake says. Really? Most of the green on your account with Bitcoin today. Nice. Coinbase has been pretty hot. You know, they got added into the S&P 500 recently. They have been a pretty popular stock in the short term. They're on pretty key resistance here at 270. It would be pretty crucial to get a good move past this point. Lots of water today. Lots of water. Mara and Misty. MSTY. Not that one again. MSTY. Popping up well. MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF. Kind of a strange one, but these ones become fairly popular. MSTR is actually up better than MSTY is, though, today. They're pretty close, but it is beating it. UVXY, pattern failed. It might get better if the SPY starts to sell off. SPY is kind of stuck this morning here. I wouldn't be surprised if the SPY went pretty flat, but I'm definitely not looking for a major breakout back above like 585 or 584 or anything like that. I think the SPY could hit off 584 and just stay flat or down on the day. Would not be surprised at that. If it did recover back up, I will be looking for resistance touches back down. 586 would be a pretty crucial level. See if we can draw out like a trend line here. Maybe get some little downside trends going. Plotted up. Starting to play out really well the past couple days. Not that we have to see perfect bounces on the trend or anything like that, but if we do approach it this next time, that's where I'll be watching for a hit. It's like 589 lines up pretty well, where get pretty close to that, or like 588. Here we go, though. Good recovery. Back up. Definitely watching for it to get up into this resistance again. ACOP expects 577. So you're looking for more of a drop. I see. Rar goes the bear, Tangi said. The bears are waking up, huh? Definitely in the short term, they're starting to come back out to play. Maybe not so much here today, but hopefully they can get things going a little bit better here. Can we tick as a gauge to know market sentiment of bullish versus bearish? You can definitely look at it. Not something I generally look at too much, though. The market's silly again. We're so overbought and overvalued on so many stocks right now. Tangi says silly, I tell you. Definitely getting overbought. A lot of stocks in the short term. I can't believe the recovery, how big it has been. How many stocks have really roared back up into huge levels here. Not just Nvidia, I mean even Tesla has been coming back well. Microsoft about to test all-time highs here. I'm with you, Tangi. I would not be surprised at more of a pullback. I do got to say, Microsoft, though, today, very strong. Very strong PA today. Overblown yesterday or buyers on the dip, Jake said. Looks like definitely buyers on the dip for Microsoft. Of course, not all stocks are created equal here, but pretty good recoveries happening across the board today. On Mag 7, Google, Microsoft, Meta's starting to point back up. Amazon's pointing up a bit. Apple and Nvidia are pretty rough. Hopefully Nvidia can find some support, help the market get back. It does seem like there is a bit of recovery happening today off of yesterday. Now again, the SPY isn't really up that much, but it had a massive drop off down to here, so I'm expecting a lot of chop here, but I do lean a little bit back up for a slight recovery. today. A lot of chop, though. Looking at the watch list again. Snowflake, 9% with their earnings. Right around $200 a share rejecting. Let's go check CrowdStrike here. Nice 1.5% move. CGC, the marijuana stocks, they've actually been pretty good in the short term. CGC's been recovering up pretty well. Pretty bad candle today. MSTR died. Wow. Brutal rejection. Yeah, right at resistance too. Right at resistance. Lines up very well. And yeah, they did. Pretty big pullback there. PLTY paid you $7.04 dividend. Nice. Are those weekly dividends or monthly dividends? I can't remember. PLTY. Monthly, gotcha. Makes sense. $9.59% to the downside today. PLTY, but good dividend. Yeah, look at that. It says right there, $7.04. Back to the SPY. Chopping back down. A lot of chop here. Watch for 580 support to keep holding. Of course, if 580 gives out, then we're going to have a lot of worry here. But going to be tough to break that, honestly. Meta's flagging on the daily, Kevin said. Is it? Let's see. Guess you could call it a flag. Nice stair steps to the upside. Zooming in the short term, I was watching a trend on Meta, but it has been breaking recently. Touching pretty perfectly, actually, today on the bounce. Holding 630. Not terrible. Autumn needs some lunch money. Maybe we can get something going with Google in the short term. Very nice action. 3% on the day, up to 175. Loving it. Need to get a good continuation. This is a big resistance. I will say, guys, this is a major resistance on Google. I'd be a bit careful here. This is major here. A lot of good hits.
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up.
Yeah, 175 is a big level.
They keep weighing me down.
Going back to the 5-minute chart. Gonna watch this very carefully here.
I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
I'm gonna take Steve to lunch if I make at least $10 today. Let's go, Autumn. Steve 000. Love it.
If I say it enough, it gets ingrained
Haha, Steve.
and I start to see, honey, I'm a
Angie says lunch. We just started the day. Already lunch. He says you're gonna need more than 10 bucks. All right, here we go. 175 coming up.
we're told to have a certain face.
Coming into play.
Befores we are in pixels.
Very nice 1-minute candles though on Google.
Human, we break
Let's see.
every single thing we see curated. It's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me.
Right on 175.
My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live in
Up 3.75%. They had some pretty good news yesterday. Added AI to their search engine. You can turn on something called AI mode, I believe it was, or something along that line. Hang on, I'll get you the real name. Let's see.
gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think
Yeah, AI mode is what it was.
perfect 10.
175, breaking out well. Breaking 175. There we go. Continuing up well. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Wow. That's a good break right there. That is a great move there above 175. Let's see how much it can keep going above here.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go.
Ooh.
They come so easily.
Switch over to a 5-minute. Check on Tesla. Nice, up 1%. I know they've been moving pretty well this morning on their recovery. Meta rejecting at 640. There we go, Google. Still looking awesome. Quite the move there. I wouldn't be surprised if it slowed up here soon, but UNH looking good, Nicholas said. UNH. Tangy Man smoked a joint. Oh no, Tangy. Watch out. $300 support maybe on UNH here. If it does dip, that would be pretty huge.
Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we
UNH. Good to see it back above 300, but not like the best price action, really. Market might be down, but Tangy is seeing green everywhere, Chase says. A sea of green for Tangy. If you guys are just now joining up, destroy that like button. Let's go. Hit the like. It really does help us out here in the YouTube algo and everything like that.
wouldn't be right to say anyways. For the nights where we made with salt and blaze.
SPY looking really good. 584 coming up. Got QQQ bouncing around 516.50. Grabbing some water here. Don't forget to drink your water this morning. Man, the SPY and the QQQ are really coming back to life here. 584 on the SPY coming into play right around pre-market highs. Kind of touching right here. We're getting that recovery coming back. Slight recovery for now. We'll see how the recovery contends with these highs of pre-market. This will be a crucial level to test here this morning. If we can see SPY get a significant move above here, it would be pretty awesome for a nice continuation today, but do not be surprised at a slight rejection here at all. Google up to 176. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Google.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out with a
Tom, what is your stream delay? Every time you call out numbers, you're way behind. My stream delay should be very small. It should be very small, Ray. It's as we'll say quick as possible. I even watch it on my phone and I literally hear myself speak like 1 second after. It's not that delayed. Let me get on there. I'm gonna triple check real quick. Yeah, it's like literally like right as I speak. It's like pretty spot on. I'm being honest. Maybe you got to refresh your stream. That could be something that happens. Like if your internet messes up or something, you might have to refresh. Goog is crazy, Jake said. I know, right? Really crazy here. Now it is starting to turn over a little bit. It's getting pretty overextended on the day. Don't be surprised at a slight pullback here, and also be willing to scale out. Be willing to scale out for sure. go check TSLA. Moving up towards 340. $340 resistance there is very nice. With a breakout on Tesla, actually. Go check Boeing here. Speed up the live. I have to do that every 30 to 45 minutes with any live, AK says. Really? Interesting. I noticed I have to do that too. QUBT versus QBTS today. Any thoughts on PA/momentum? QUBT. Let's see. 6.45%, 6.5%. Really nice action back up. Versus QBTS. It's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one. QUBT, 6.5. QBTS, like 8%. I guess QBTS is the better of the two, but... QBTS 1680 coming into play. 9% now. Wow. Recovery is awesome. Looking at resistance coming up, 1760, 1750 is really what I'm eyeing up. 17 is a slight resistance here in the short term as well. There will probably be some reaction at 17. $17, 10%. That's pretty awesome. Tangyman says, remember, the market is closed on Monday, everyone. That's a really good point, Tangyman. That is a really good point. It is. It's Memorial Day, I believe, right? Let me pull up the NYSE holiday hours here. Yep, May 26th, Memorial Day. Then we won't have another holiday till Juneteenth. June 19th, and then July 4th coming up soon. The market's closed Friday, July 4th with a star. Let's see what that star is. So on Thursday, July 3rd, the market will close early at 1 p.m. I love that it's on Friday this year. Let's fucking go. That's awesome. July 4th's on a Friday? That's sick. I hate it whenever it's like in the middle of the week and then you gotta do shit on Friday again. Man, love this. This is awesome. Love that. Let's go. July 4th's gonna be badass this year. I love July 4th, guys. I go nuts. I'm that guy that goes outside with his AR-15 on July 4th. In a safe way. Okay, in a safe way. Tom, do you guys ever take vacation and not stream/do videos? I don't think I've seen a day since January where you've missed. If I get really sick to the point of like having a fever or something, I'll generally have to miss like 1 or 2. Sometimes I have to miss a day of streams here and there, but yeah, very, very rarely, Chase. We try to stay as consistent as we can. I actually am going on vacation, though, in June. It's funny that you bring that up, Chase. I am going to be going on vacation here pretty soon, so let me pull it up and I'll tell you guys so that we can all be aware. All right. June, I will be on vacation pretty much from June 20th until June 27th. So that whole week, I will be gone. So there will be no streams June 20th to June 27th. So we'll see. We'll see, though. I might try to get like a mobile setup going. We'll take a look at it. I definitely may just do that. So don't think it's not happening for sure, but we'll see. You're going on vacation June 13th to the 18th. There we go. And it's closed the 19th? Oh yeah, I forgot about that already. You're right, it is closed. That's perfect for me. I'll have stocked up withdrawals. Man, QBTS, though, loving that action, though. It's great. 1 minute candles. Google still looking great. 176.50 coming up. Bazanga. Ray said, not gonna lie, guys. Been a tough week. Been consistently choosing wrong setups. Damn, Ray. Sorry to hear that. Definitely try to stick where the money's flowing this week. I know it can be tough. SPY, nice recovery back. You know, we've been talking about a lot of potential moves this morning. You know, SPY recovery back has been one that has been pretty nice. Mike C, he's probably not. Probably not, Mike C. Again, though, I'm probably going to try to set up a mobile setup if I can, so I'm definitely thinking about that. We're about a month out. QQQ, very nice resistance here. 517.50. Really nice. I'm going to Florida, Tangi. My whole family is going, and we're staying in a house that costs like 30 grand for the week. It's pretty insane. I couldn't believe it when I was showed the bill. Palantir, nice resistance. 125 actually touching. This is a big level for Palantir. I doubt that it just rips above here unless we get some really good action going. Chill said, hey, welcome to Florida. Yeah, it should be cool. We welcome you with open arms. We'll be driving. I don't know what I'm going to drive down there. We're either going to take a Jeep or we're going to take a RAV4 hybrid. I'm not sure yet. Probably the Jeep. If I had to guess. MSFT teetering out, Fab says. MSFT. Microsoft 460 resistance. Hey, there we go. That's a big level there on Microsoft, Fab says. They said teetering out. I think so. I would not be surprised if Microsoft teetered out here. That's a big intraday level. Doesn't mean it can't break later, but I definitely could see it slowing up a lot here. Even the SPY is slowing up quite a bit. It got towards 585, touched it, and then rejected now. And is retesting 584. Kind of annoying. Not getting any good continuations. Yeah, Demir just said rejection. Is this a dip buy opportunity? Let's find out. I wonder how much it's going to dip on this. I'm definitely watching it for potential dip buy opportunity myself. The question is where will it start to consolidate? SurgeBot just called serve. It's already ran 20%. It is only 9 a.m. though. Yeah. I feel your concern there. I mean, if it is an extremely volatile and fairly risky setup here with serve, I just do not feel like you have to play it. Anything like that. It is a pretty risky setup with how much it did already run up. Obviously, the bot saw something with serve, but it doesn't mean that it's not overextended. It surprised you? Yeah. I understand, Ray. Sometimes it does surprise you a little bit, you know? That's the nature of a bot like Surge. Serve actually, it does have a lot of momentum today, but you know, I understand. I would not touch this one personally at $12. I think it's a little too high intraday as well. Palantir rejecting 125. Still falling off all the way to 123 now. Yeah, for sure, Jake. It's just, it is a premium thing and the stream is free, so we got to kind of balance it out a little bit, but we can talk about it a little bit. Bots be like, come with me if you want to live. Bank of America, BAC. 43.30, kind of stuck today. Not doing much. Check on JP Morgan. Gotcha, Jake. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind then. XYZ. Getting up towards resistance here. Testing the high of the day. Let's go check back in on Google. Slowing down. AK said, don't talk about Surge. I didn't pay for it. It's all good. You guys. Tesla 340 rejection. I mean, this is pretty tough. Starting to look like a pretty good intraday head and shoulders pattern. We got our nice 3 touches up here at the top. I'd be pretty surprised to see Tesla rip above 340. It's a big level for it. Huge level. Tessie with the major pullback there. Gonna be watching that one close. Same with Microsoft at 460. Couple big stocks at some big resistances. Microsoft. Tom, got any feelings about MTN Vail Resorts? Oh my god. MTN? Man. I don't think I have any feelings about this one, Tangy. It's down around support. I really like the support down here on MTN. Around 130. This is definitely a big level it's starting to bounce off of. If you wanted to take a stab at support, I really don't think it's a bad play. The risk-reward ratio is definitely on your side here. Like, we could set it up like this. I mean, holy hell, I don't know how you want to set it up, but I mean, something like this would be pretty safe, and you're even looking at a good risk-reward, 3.74. If you bring it down even, I mean, we're talking 2.4. Back up to that $200 resistance. 2.4 on the risk reward. That's pretty fucking good. Overall, really good support. I don't know shit about this company, though. Vail Resorts. I don't even think I've ever even heard of them. I feel like I've heard Vail at some point, but it's rich people shit. Yeah. That way you know it'll be fine, right? They have been dipping a lot, though, man. I mean, since 2021, the end of 21, they've been really down. Trash with cash. Puts hit. Nice. They effed up a bunch of resorts and people died. What the? MTN did? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, Fab. I'm not going to stay at any Vail resorts myself then. Lift fails. Oh, wow. Some lift failures. Okay. Ah. I was like, how do they mess up that bad? I see. Lift failures. I see. I've heard of that happening before. They used to have a lift at Six Flags. They used to have a thing that would go across the whole park. And you could, like, get on it and take, like, a nice, like, ride across the park. And we'll just say that after a couple circumstances, they definitely took that away. I don't know if people ended up getting hurt or if it was just stuck or what, but yeah. Anything like that, I try not to mess with too much. Actually, ski lifts are pretty dangerous. I don't know if you guys knew that even. Ski lifts are pretty dangerous. I've seen some bad videos of that. Veil is evil, thus profitable. Yep. What's up, Robert? Oh, I see. Thank God you said look out below, Robert, because I was so confused. Tangy said people will take risks for fun. Yeah, they will. Not Tom. Not Tom. I'm scared to even ride on a plane. Although I'm pretty good with it. Most people are more scared than me. But 347 resistance on Tessie. 1.2% to the upside here with Tesla. It is rejecting, though, right at the resistance we've been watching, 340. Still stuck under there. See how much it's going to dip off this. Checking in on SPY, pulling back very hard under 584. So right back down into the chop zone. Chill said SPY's falling off a ski lift. Yeah, it is. Tangy Man said you couldn't pay me to get on a commercial flight these days. Really? I would do it for some money now. I'd do it for pretty cheap even. I'd take a flight for. I guess I'm not too worried about it. But... Uh-oh, SPY. I know, right, Demir? Selling off a little bit here. Back under 584. It's getting right into the chop zone. We're probably going to see a lot of up and down weird PA here from this point. Because now it's under 584 resistance, so we'll have to watch that for potential bounces back down. Resistance touches, unless it just dies. It really is fab, yeah. The stats are pretty crazy. That's why I'm like, you know, I would take a flight for some money. I'd be like, thanks for the free money. Yeah. The stats on driving are so much worse. I think you actually have a better chance to die from a shark attack than you do on a plane. Cows kill more people than sharks? Is that real? Cows of all things? I could see like dogs or wolves or something, but cows. YouTube says 0 chance of dying by shark attacks if you don't get in the water. That's exactly why I don't get in the water. Right there. That's exactly why. Yeah, I feel you there, Tangy. That is annoying. It is annoying. The only thing that I like about flying, Tangy, is that I always get a nice meal at the airport before the flight and a nice drink. And then my flight goes well. If you have a nice drink or two. Granted, I fly about once every 2 years, so... Tansy goes, I don't fear death. Let's go check a Tessie again. 340 resistance testing. We might get a little lower high posted here. Watch out. Looks like a wick touch here at 340. $340, very nice. Sharknado, that was a weird movie. I couldn't believe that. I've never even seen it, but weird, right? Chase said, as I get older, I get worried about turbulence and stuff. Yeah. I'm always worried that the turbulence is going to cause me to, like, fly out of my seat and hit my head or something. All right, Spy, let's get that action. Starting to get back towards some key supports. Going to be seeing a slight recovery here. Nothing too crazy as of now. It became a franchise. Are you serious? I guess people will do anything for money now. Gonna pull up the watch list here. Serve was on fire earlier. It's still at the top of the watch list. It's up 22%. It's just stuck around 12. I wouldn't be surprised if it pulled back. It is pretty overextended. QBTS right around the high of the day. Starting to reject back a little bit as well. IONQ up 13%. Starting to find an overhead base on the slight pullback here. Yeah, MSTR is a good support around 408 to 410. MSTR. Trying to hold that low from pre-market. Around that 408, 407 level. Speaking of cows, Goofy from Mickey Mouse Club. House is a cow and not a dog. Goofy is a cow? I haven't seen that yet with my daughter, but I'll have to check that out. I'll be watching that very soon. BTC holding at 111.3K. Yeah, holding up really well, actually. It's not bad. It is posting a little bit of a lower high here in the very short term, which kind of sucks. So that is one slight negative to look for. But overall, holding up pretty well. If it does pull back a little bit, back to like 110, something like that, I wouldn't be too worried. Just call it a nice support bounce. We'll pull back to support. CGC has been hot the past few days, eyeing them up again. Not bad, 7.2%, but the intraday PA is definitely, not how we'd like it. Chill said, Goofy ain't no cow. I know, they might have him weird on the Clubhouse one. Just wait till you start watching Word Party with the baby. Word Party? I gotta look this up. I'm trying to get her into some counting stuff. I don't know what to get her for counting. You forgot the name? SPY starting to reject a little bit at 583. Might be continuing the downtrend here. Looking a bit brutal. I'm definitely leaning more down than up off of this move. Watch out for SPY to potentially start to fall. That could be good for UVXY if you're looking to play that. Peloton. 4.64%. Number blocks, okay. Number blocks on Netflix. All right, that's what we'll look at. I'll be turning that on in like 10 minutes probably. Get it going. Peloton looking pretty good intraday though. Peloton breaking out well. Let's go check NVDA. It's not terrible. Nvidia's holding up fairly well. I mean, if we look at it on like a daily chart, I know it looks a bit rough because there's some drawings there, but it's really just flat trying to hold its ground at this 130 support. It's not terrible. If this keeps holding over the next couple days, this could be a great sign. And we could maybe see Nvidia come back, and break out the new recent highs. That would be pretty awesome. Ray, try doing the opposite of what you think then. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's something people try to do sometimes, but... Yeah, I was kidding, of course. If you're looking at some plays in the short term, Ray, try being more selective, man. Try being more selective. I would say go for more of like, let's say like a dip buy strategy, like the pullbacks channel. I think that would be a much better way for you to go rather than probably just trying to trade the normal setups. It'll be less plays, but you might get more consistency there. Yeah, and Ray, you know, you could start the long-term game too. I'm selling CSPs against Nvidia. I hope it keeps holding above 130 before the end of the week, Yusu said. You might be lucky. You know, today's Thursday. We only have a couple days left. You could get that hold. Hopefully it holds for you. All right, guys, we're probably going to call the stream there today. I got to get some stuff done today. SPY's getting a little bearish in the short term. Back down, definitely leaning back down off that little move there. Looking pretty rough. Watch out for 582 support. What do I think of Rigetti in the long term? RGTI? Let's see. Rigetti, $12.60. You said for the long term, though, right? Yeah, long term. Long term. Let's see. The daily. Ooh. It's really not terrible. I mean, if you're trying to trade it up, I don't think it's terrible for the long term. I just think that you need to be willing to average in. And also, if you buy it here at 12, and like, let's say it starts to run up here and fills the gap to like 18, that might be where you need to start taking profits. I'm not saying to hold it for like 5 years or anything wild like that. I am worried that Rigetti will eventually hit this resistance and then go flying off into the depths of hell, but it's one of those weird growth stocks where you can see either great gains or great death, and I could see it continuing up very well on the daily for like the next year or so, maybe the next like 3 to 6 months, but I do expect there to be more of this starting to come into play as it gets back to filling the gap. No problem, Yusus. Appreciate the kind words. Of course, thanks to everybody out there. What do you think of TTWO in the long term, Xavier said? Take-Two? I like them quite a bit with GTA 6. Hopefully they dip a lot so people can start to buy it up. I think it's tough for people to buy it while it's at all-time highs, but it's one of those stocks that you'd have to really average into and, you know, give it some time for GTA 6 to finally come out. Hopefully it dips a lot for us, though, like I said. All right, guys, have a great morning. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Let's go. Have a great one. Thanks, Xavier. Again, that'll be happening in about a month, so let's go.